This is One on One.
I don't even know the feeling that I have right now. I just know it's coming, and everything that I have this year is going into that damn festival. What we are going to do is going to be so spectacular.
I'll tell you, you're looking at John D'Esposito, founder of the Bamboozle Festival. You were just looking at was that last year?
That was last year.
What were we looking at?
2011, Lil Wayne, Day to Remember.
Oh, man. First of all, I don't want to assume anyone or everyone knows what the Bamboozle Festival is. 10 years you've been doing this?
10 years.
And this year coming up on May 18th, 19th, and 20th, you may see this program before or after, doesn't matter. But this year, if you see it, I know, Jackie Cook, I know they'll see it before while we're promoting it, but when you see it after, it's after. But if it's before, you got Bon Jovi?
I do.
You got Foo Fighters?
We do.
You don't have Blink-182?
I do.
Get out of here.
I got Skrillex, too.
How do you?
Do you know what a Skrillex is?
No, I have no idea. I'm acting like I know. How do you get these people?
I just call them up, and I use text messaging.
No, you don't.
Yeah, actually.
You texted Bon Jovi and said, John, I need you.
Bon Jovi was probably one of the greatest accomplishments in my career.
Talk about it.
Because, I knew going back to Asbury Park and leaving a parking lot like the Meadowlands, there was going to be a vibe and an element that was going to make this year very special. In our
You started at Asbury Park.
Exactly. We're returning.
What year?
2003.
Okay. Then you went to the Meadowlands.
Then we went to the Meadowlands.
Now you're coming
back to Asbury Park on the ocean, on the beach. The whole ocean front, north of Convention Hall, all the way to the Senior Tower.
Big deal.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the Bon Jovi thing. Go ahead.
Bon Jovi, there's a couple mutual friends that we've had, and I know a couple of the band members, and I've always joked, when you guys gonna do it? When you guys gonna do it? And I knew that, obviously there was a fascination on playing a beach concert on their end, and also on our end, we couldn't come back to Asbury Park without something incredibly special, something that was really going to not only help define Bamboozle to the community and to the state, but also to the legacy that it'll continue. And to go to a new place with such a big, new site, unfamiliar, we needed.
Where's the name come from, Bamboozle?
Comes from Asbury Park. There was a couple situations down there. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah, I know Asbury Park.
There was this old building called the C8.
The C8.
It was like this building that was like stopped, and it's still in the
one that
middle
never, the one that started, stopped.
Yeah, and one of my friends and I were walking out the door, and he said to me, when we were walking out the Stone Pony door, and he sees this building, he goes, "Who bamboozled this place?" And I was like, "What does that word mean?" He's like,
"That's such a Jersey
word. To
word."
hoodwink. I'm like, "What does hoodwink mean?" So that was where it is, and it just fit a couple situations in my life at that moment.
Right.
But it was the need to do something special. That New Jersey was this scene. We were booking this old club called the Birch Hill, and this new emo scene was blowing up.
What?
Emotional music.
Okay.
Boy bands were dying, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys were starting to fall out of the pop eye, and the bands of the future pop bands were playing their instruments. So I knew that we had to kind of reinvest in artist development, and that's what Bamboozle to me will always be. No matter how big it gets or however people perceive, it's an opportunity to redevelop the artists. It's putting the younger bands in front of Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi is going to do 60, 50,000 people.
Right.
Those small bands don't have that opportunity.
Who goes?
Well, in the past, I'd say our demographic was 16 to 24. This year, I think it's probably 16 to 65 because of just the diversity. No, I think it's the site too. This is a very historically rich music town. This town
because of Bruce.
Because of Bruce, because not only a lot of, I call it the cloud, because there's a lot of artists that have come out of Asbury Park, the Gaslight Anthem, the Bouncing Souls, Southside Johnny, and even Bon Jovi. Everything I would do in Asbury was always like, well, is Bruce going to do it? And it's like, with all due respect, we all need to have our own kind of opportunity. And Asbury Park, to me, I've promoted concerts there for 12 years. I never once did a Bruce Springsteen show. I probably won't.
What's your story?
Wow, where do we start?
I'm serious. What's your story that this even comes into your,
my mom,
like that's even as a possibility for you?
My mom,
You're an entrepreneur?
Yes, that's what I studied in college, entrepreneur management.
Not music.
No, I play the calculator.
So you're a businessman,
Yes,
but you love music,
I love music.
and you saw a possibility,
I saw a possibility and a philosophy of artist development.
and you're a risk taker,
Risk, I love risk.
and you obviously clearly are able to motivate other people.
I hope so. I hope we could change the music industry because right now it's broken.
What do you mean?
It's off, the fear of downloads, the fear of piracy. But in the end, to me, I'm a concert promoter. Bands are trying so hard to give their music out, to get that out there, that there has to be a 360 model that works. And right now, festivals are seeing the success because I think they best encompass the whole package. We're like the Costco, the Walmart of entertainment. You're going to spend $75 to see one show at a big venue, but yet you'll spend $75 to spend a day on the beach with some of the biggest names in music and some of the best young talent that you don't even know of yet.
How safe is it for people?
This year, I mean, there has been an incredible amount. I mean, we have probably the best, not only police force, but support from the state, all the way up to the governor's office have been incredible. Coast Guard, because we have boats that are going to be able to come right up on the coast. It's dangerous. So and one of the bands of Foo Fighters management, who I have a long history with, they are making sure this is going to be one of the most spectacular and safe events there are.
Jackie Cook, our producer, what do you want me to ask about? What? Boozle Twist program? What is that about?
Bamboozle is a very, I'd say highly engaged audience. So what we did was, with the technology, we can't follow a trend, we have to set it, being a festival. So we incorporated a program with this young company out of New York called Crowd Twist, that basically, it's like airline miles, where we reward our fans for their time, their loyalty. So every time they retweet or they Facebook post or they do something virally for Bamboozle, we reward them with points that they're able to exchange when they come to the show for meet and greets, lunch, water, soda, parking. I'm even giving somebody a private porta potty.
Get out of here.
Yeah, how great is that?
You are the ultimate entrepreneur. Bamboozle Festival, it is May 18th, 19th, 20th at the historic site at Asbury Park. John D'Esposito, you're first class, man. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you so much for having me.
Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by PSE&G, committed to improving New Jersey's economy and strengthening its communities. United Water, making the planet sustainable is the best job on Earth. And by the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities and New Jersey's Clean Energy Program. Promotional support provided by The Record, North Jersey's trusted source, and northjersey.com. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with St. Joseph's Healthcare System.